on this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak.
バカ野郎が不器用なのはどっちだ
This dude was totally nuts. How the hell did he find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for us spurring him on to gather this information. With, I can share some stories about Ida and Zephyr if you're interested. Really? Oh, I'd love that. I can tell you some about my people in our village. Cool, I'd like to hear all about them. Well, she finally get that talk. Eventually.
これが本当の私。あなたが知らない私。あなたにだけは知られたくない私。だけど、私はもう逃げない。私が私であり続けるために。
Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Trails Through Daybreak. In the last parts, we did some more 4 SPGs. They helped out with the family with the problem child. Now we are doing another 4 SPG relating to Dingo and a missing notebook that we're trying to find. Apparently he left it in some locker in the subway, so we need to go find it. We got the key for it, so what's that in here? That key they got from the driver probably goes to one of the coin lockers here. What do you say? Should we check it out what's inside? Yes. Absolutely, I'm ready. Okay, let's head in. Marianne and the others found the coin lockers tucked away in a corner of the subway station. They located the one that corresponded with the key that they held, finding a black leather notebook inside. The group then proceeded to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the contents of the notebook. This is something, alright. I didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I know for a fact that he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just anyone could pursue Almata to the degree he did without backup. It's probably his way of making amends for the role he played in Dante's rise to power. These notes mention how the previous boss's family was murdered too. Even they didn't get spared. That's horrible. Such a heavy burden for him to carry. But that wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that's what would happen. Can't imagine how he felt like he could be in the public and die anymore after that. And that's why he took me under his wing. Good for nothing rookie. It appears he compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders we took down in Arasium as well. Yeah, let's take a look. Viola. Viola, gender female, age 26, originated from a minor noble family in the Coldest region in the Central East. Her family fell into bankruptcy after Coldest's annexation by Valis. Viola herself being sold out to a wealthy merchant so they could make ends meet. She soon fell into the hands of a criminal organization that was targeting the merchant. Though initially nothing more than a plaything and a project of pleasure, she eventually managed to oust the elite boss and wrest control into her own hands. Her brutal leadership reputation precedes her. When, 2 years later, the group tried to expand their influence into Calvar, they caught the attention of Almata. The conflict then was brief as they were quickly obliterated by Dantes, to whom Viola swore loyalty afterward. As a consequence of her turbulent past, she's incredibly dependent on Dantes, which might be the reason she harbors greatest rivalry for her fellow Melchior. Their positions equivalent within the organization. Though the body of her needle gun was produced by Zect Arms, the full piece is not part of the official lineup. Further research regarding the origin of her weapon is needed. Alexandre. Born in the former Principality of Northumbria in the northwestern Zemuria, he was 5 years old when the Salt Pale appeared, sowing chaos in his homeland. Him and his father, then protected the ruling family, he fled alongside Prince Balmund when he fled to the country. He spent most of his childhood and adolescent years in the free city of Tazlin. Trained by his father in the traditional military arts of their homeland, he served the former ruling family to the age of 25, though his life was soon thrown into chaos. His father and he were both ordered to retake Northumbria following the death of the Northern Jaegers figurehead, the current ruler since Prince Balmund's escape. After they saw Northumbria's capital, Halios, they managed to seize control of the city for a time, acting as an effective government before being overcome by the Northern Jaegers. This ensued a massacre of the remaining civilians in Halios, mandated by the crazed former Prince Balmund. Standing in opposition with another, Alexander and his father dueled to the death, Alexander emerging victorious before withdrawing from the battlefield. Though his current whereabouts are unknown, it is believed that Prince Baldwin was swiftly and secretly executed by the Northern Jaegers following his capture. Wandering from one court to another, Alexander was soon eventually scouted by Dantes himself and brought into the leadership position within Almata. Though outwardly austere and restrained, he's merciless in combat, sparing none who dared to cross him. His ultimate goal being the search for his final resting place, he was rejected every any attempt at persuading him to leave Almata. Despite the mechanized gauntlets he wields not being part of their official lineup, it appears that they were developed by Zakdons. Little is known about her, although she is allegedly hails from a remote village hidden in the eastern Zemuria. Rumors say the entire village was comprised of heretical puppeteers who bursted a doll made in the image of an angel. Thought to be an artifact of some sort, the doll was looked after by medium. The village's gruesome customs mandated that those close to the medium were to be offered as sacrifices. These sacrifices spared no one, not friends nor family, though soon tragedy befell the village, leaving Olympia and the doll alone to wander the continent at the demise of all they knew. Also, records suggest instances of criminals being slaughtered and encroaching on the wandering pair. She was later inducted into the Guards, the assassination organization, and made overseer of the Garden of Arum, though it appears she's mostly left on devices after being invited by the other overseers, these including Melchior, the Emperor. If I were to guess, the incident that took place in her village led to her and the angel developing a psychologically interdependent relationship, resulting in her autonomy and emotional expression diminishing. In light of the crisis that made the Guardians join the forces, she may have had a chance to reclaim that lost capacity, albeit an incredibly slim one. Well, she's on the road to recovery right now. Now that the stupid angel's gone. Age Joe 150. In contrast to known confirmed leaders of Almata and Garden Overseers, eyewitness reports of him are few. What we do know of him, Garden of Rust's Overseer, is that he is a very dangerous man clad in heavy armor. Much of the information about him is stretched to belief, including how he was supposedly born in a different time period altogether, over 150 years ago. If he was, he's been said to proceed from the mythical Holy Iscan Empire, an enormous nation believed to have laid just across the Tianshan Mountain, Ishgal Mountains to Calvar's east. This empire is presumed to have vanished following a calamity 130 years ago. In its heyday, the group served to protect the imperial line. Eastern sources indicate that he was a warrior who represented the Rahu, a tribe of white descent hailing from the west. I kind of believe that it's all bullshit, but in an age where immortals like the Landsman can exist in Erebonia, I can't rule out the possibility there being a truth to it either. Well, it's true enough, evidence might suggest that his armor and his strangely shaped battle axe might be artifacts. Considering his joining the Gardens and the stories claiming his immortality, this might be highly likely. On top of that, he's the primary suspect regarding the Eisenchild's annihilation in the outskirts of Creel, though I still can't state that for a fact. More information is needed. Alright, Melchior. One of Almata's 3 pillars, and quite possibly its most evil and sinister member. He doubles down as the Guardian's ringleader and overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Melchior's skills don't fall behind any of the artifacts. Artifact-wielding peers, being highly skilled in the use of the orbital net and being capable of instantly spawning and completely controlling explosives. Beyond that, he also acts as Almata's main strategist and Dante's right-hand man and confidant. Possibly his lover. Though his past is shrouded in mystery, his origins might trace back to the organization the Oathkeeper, one of the Ouroboros' Angui, also comes from. The Order of the Moonlight Horse existed since the Middle Ages, where the Oathkeeper sat among its top brass for the longest time before losing to Ouroboros and switching sides. He's an entirely different matter, and a major threat all of his own. Wrapping this back around, Melchior might have been a direct supporter of the Oathbreaker before going on to take on in the scattered remnants of that infamous cult. If that's true, that would make him something of a prince of the underworld. Someone as powerful as him to idolize Dante so much that there's nothing short of ominous and concerning, to say the least. Another thing that concerns me is him staying in Creel's vicinity following the Eisenchild turning into ghouls. Creel's not some sleepy village with beautiful vistas, more than a touristic spot that lies stuck between the several forces working in the shadows. It also happens to be one of the few places in northern Calvar where a sizable eastern and central eastern population. Knowing the source of Almata's financing, well, I'd rather not speculate any further. Ooh. Dante's! If I let my feelings take away, Dante's could fill up every single page in this notebook. There's not a night where I'm not overcome with regret, but this notebook is not meant for my personal thoughts. Most things I've come to learn about him in his life are at least a little eyebrow-raising. Him being a member of the DG cult before joining Almata, being related to Calvar's old royal family, perhaps even a direct descendant. The tales of the sword are equally as hard to believe. A gigantic blade of black and silver, thought to be an artifact hidden by the royal family. This demon blade was the instrument in which he slew Enrique, Almata's previous head. Part of these tales are to believe their true purpose is to strike fear in the hearts of those who hear them, to make Dante's nothing short of the living manifestation of shadows and agony. Deep as the abyss and equally as alluring, his unquenchable thirst for fear is what draws many to him. Seductive and enchanting, and has earned him many loyal followers. But where does such unfathomable hunger come from? A new hypothesis surfaced recently which might finally explain things. The source, however, is a little unusual and not particularly keen to take it at face value. That's neither here nor there. The more pressing matter is this golden basil, and that him and the others might have been after something else. His true goal, I imagine, fear. The want and need to bring about true dread and terror to the masses. He wasn't able to achieve it even with the help of a genius, but that will not put a stop to him. To stop at nothing to achieve his mission, looking into this matter should take priority. Regardless, he sure managed to pull a fast on me in Tharbad. I was distracted by that call, but that's no excuse. I should have seen through him much sooner than I did. But try as he might to stay one ahead, I'll be forever hot on his heels.
例の記録方法は確保し、この手帳を残す段取りも固めた。ここから先は彼との真剣勝負。情報屋として、ルポライターとして、一世一代の大博打に出るだけだ。そして、もし無事に戻れたら、先ほどの仮説についても改めて確かめてみるとしよう。その前に不器用な弟分のようなあいつや先行きが不安でもあり楽しみでもある後輩にどやされてしまいそうではあるが、それもまた楽しみの一つというものだ。
Oh boy.
Dingo-san!
バカ野郎が。不器用なのはどっちだ。
This dude was totally nuts. How the hell did he find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for us spurring him on to gather this information. He was both a clever and kind man. He wasn't trying to make amends or sell his score. I don't doubt he genuinely worried for Edmund's future. It goes without saying, but the true shame. He was taken from us far too young. So glad you two were able to find his notes. Likewise, it must have been the will of the goddess. Once Marielle collected herself, the party drove her back to the Tyrell Times. After reporting their success to Editor-in-Chief Cunning, they got back to work. As for Dingo's notes, once the contents were copied, it was decided that Marielle would hold on to the originals for safekeeping. That sounds appropriate.
Ha! 上出来だ!
Oh boy. Poor Dingo, man. I really like Dingo. Oh, yes! You okay, Mon? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine, just thinking. Is there something bothering you? Guessing the stories with the gangsters and Almata remnants are on your mind. Yeah. Vermonte, Jack, and Killick are all talking about them, and it's definitely worth mulling over. I heard something interesting while following up on Dingo's case, too. You're referring to the account of them being cited in the Tyrell District, correct? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, that is kind of worrying. Maybe we should drop by Tyrell, just in case, you know? Not a bad idea. Can't hurt to check the area out again. We can probably roll out the busier parts of the district. Same for the area in the restaurant that's run by Haywee. And the additional mandatory investigation point has been added to the Tyrell district. We'll do that! Later! We got 4 SPG, or got connection minutes to do. Do Ren, we can do Fee. Let's do Fee. Finish her up. Hello, Fee. Yo, start for the way. Don't worry about it, I just got here myself. Thanks for coming. Think nothing of it. Seems this has to do with one of my part-timers, so I figured I might as well. Want me to help out with the memento of the flame of the flame eaters, right? Yep. I want to fix up the custom rifle that Ida used to use. Seems like you've heard about it already. Sure have. We tried to get it repaired before, but they told us it wasn't really feasible. I assume the two of you have found a way to fix it. Bingo. We learn what parts we need to repair it, so that's all to actually get them. It's what bothered me ever since I learned it was damaged, so I'm glad I can finally do something. I figure things will get really busy once the festival starts, so I want to get it taken care of before then. Barry's working on the stuff that can get out above ground, while you're going to be getting the underground stuff from the Blacklight District, in other words. And you want me to show you around the place. Exactly. I've heard that nose of yours is really impressive. So impressive that even Zen relies on it. How about it? You up for being my guide? Sure, why not? Couldn't help putting you in my debt more. I'd be helping one of my part-timers move on too. Sounds like a win-win to me. Thanks. Let's get moving then. Alright. Fawn and Fee made haste to the Blacklight District. Upon arrival, they scoured the area in the search of the replacement parts for Ida's rifle. Looking to fix up a custom rifle, eh? Not to discourage you fine folks, but this sounds like quite a pain in the behind. We know. We're prepared to deal with it. As you probably guess, we need some specialized parts to get back in working condition. Mind showing us the rifle suppressors and foregrips you got in stock at the moment? Not at all. Right this way, young lady. Hopefully I've got what you're looking for. He's definitely got a wide selection, but none of it looks quite right. What about this part over here? Looks pretty unwieldy, but nothing any decent Jaeger could handle. Yeah, maybe. That might actually be the same model Ida used, or the same make at least. This might work in a pinch. Might as well give it a shot. Work on Flame Eater's rifle, huh? I've heard stories about that bad boy. You're in luck. I know for a fact that the rifle I used back when I was on active duty, is the same generation as our gun. You can go ahead and take it if you want. It should have a part or two you can use. Damn, that's real generous of you. For real, are you sure? I mean, that has to mean a lot to you. I'm no Jaeger anymore, so I don't mind parting with it. Helping the Colonel's daughter sounds better to me anyway. In return, just promise you'll come back and tell me how the Purple Lightning's doing. I've been rooting for her ever since she hung it up to walk her own path. Let me know how she's holding up, yeah? Deal. Can't say I know everything, but I'll be happy to share what I can. Eventually, Fee and Vaughn managed to scrape together the parts needed to repair the gun, albeit from a less than desirable mix of sources. With Fairy having acquired her allotted parts, the group reconvened at the arms deal inside the department store. Sylvie, who had been previously consulted with the rifle's damages, could agree to assist with the repairs. Vaughn watched over the whole process and helped with basic tasks like polishing as needed. Eventually... Woo! There it is! Oh, would you look at that? It's right back the way it was. Ain't that something? Even has the same custom rifle muzzle she used back in the Zephyr days. It maximizes its firepower and improves its accuracy. She really liked talking about that thing. I can see why. It's been customized in some other ways too. The weight distribution probably makes it unwieldy to anyone who isn't a rifle pro. But Ida had no problem handling it. She and this rifle were a match made in heaven. Note about that. I'm glad we were able to get it fixed up for her. Playmaker couldn't have asked for a better pair of sisters. So what do you plan to do with it now? That's a good question. How about you feel? How would you feel about using it, Harry? I don't think a rifle of this size would suit me, to be honest. I don't want someone to remain true to my own style. I don't think I'd be honoring her if I changed mine to adapt to her weapon. They can see something like that. Doesn't fit me. Doesn't fit mine either. I have a better idea. How about we deliver it to the current members of Zephyr? Oh yeah, I heard they reformed after the war. Yep, it's changed hands since then. Now it's being led by two of its former regimental commanders, Zeno and Leo. Ooh, so they're still alive and kicking. I'm fine with giving it over to them, but are you sure that's what you want? Yes, I felt long and hard about it. In her final moments, I said the names of her Zephyr comrades, including you. I could tell she treasured her family there. That's why I want to return it to them. Okay, that works for me. I'll go ahead and arrange for it to be delivered then. Oh, how are you gonna do that? You do realize a civilian courier can't just waltz into the Zephyr's turf with a rifle in hand, right? Well aware. That's not what I had in mind. I know someone named Josette who owns a delivery company. Her people should be able to get over to them without much trouble. I remember her. It's Josette. She's still in the courier business, huh? I've heard of them. They're based in Liberal, yeah. You sure know a lot of people, don't you? I can say the same about you. Then you got in contact with a courier who happily accepted the task and got straight to work. Afterwards, she reached out to Zephyr, who were in a remote region of the continent, to give them a heads up. It won't be long before it's delivered, so can you stick with your base camp for a while longer? Sure thing. We had to kill some time before our next job anyway. Yeah, your weapons are very soul. We'll take good care of it. The three of us fought side by side many times as regimental commanders. She's dearly missed. The Eisenshield told us about what happened to her. It's strange to think a part of her will be come back to us. I like to think she's sharing a laugh and a drink with the boss on this side right about now. So that's probably I might be getting my name mixed up. I think the carefree voice is Leo, and the lower voice is Zeno. I might be getting my names mixed up. Probably stressing all about our little sister too. Where you work. It shocked me. It was good talking to you both again. See you around. Likewise, give her regards to Ida's other little sister. Sounds like she's gotten herself caught up in something fishy. Tell her to take care of herself. Well, that settles that. This is one of the only braces in the guild who keeps in touch with Jaegers. We don't talk that often, but they reach out to me every now and then. Now that we got that squared away, I think I'm gonna drop by a cafe. Wanna come with? I can share some stories about Ida and Zephyr if you're interested. Really? Oh, I'd love that. I can tell you some about my people in our village. Cool, I'd like to hear all about them. Well, she finally get that talk. That's nice. Once Fairy returned, the group got back to work. Ooh, Fairy! Sylphid Feather. Ooh. What's that? Oh, evasion 30%? Absolutely going on Miss Fairy. Absolutely. Oops. Alright, get rid of this piece of shit thing. Will this put her over 100%? I don't think it will. Oh, it does, just barely. Yes! Just barely. Nice. Which means, now that her evasion's at 100%, I can put scent on her now. I can put scent on her now. I don't think there's a quartz that guarantees criticals on a counterattack, so compared to before. So I guess I haven't counted it, but I'm pretty sure I don't know if it exists anymore in these games. Alright, so she's all set to go for evasion. Miss Ren. Miss Nina, Jack and Hale. Who do I want to stick with? Let's go with let's go with oh, fuck me. No, Jack and Hale, why not? There he is. Looks like Jack's got business with Yamai. Hey, this isn't what you promised, old man. Promise? No, I'm sorry, but I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. I never promised you anything, you see. What's up? Got a problem? Oh, hey, Vaughn, you actually came, huh? Yeah, we're just a little concerned about you is all. So what happened? I asked this guy to reserve a certain 10 mirror coin for me on the off chance he came across it so I could buy it off him. Instead, he went behind my back and pawned it off to somebody else. A Ted Mirror coin? What's got you worked up over it? That's what we in the business call an error coin. A misprint, if you will. Not only are there portrait and text flip, the copper is the wrong color, too. It has a slight silver hue to it. These little mistakes are 1 in 10,000, if not rarer. 30,000 mirror per coin is quite common. But that's not all that can inflate the value of these, no sir. The owner history plays a part too, and a previous owner is infamous as his coins can bump the value up to even higher. 50,000 by my estimate. Damn, 50,000 mirror for a little coin? Must have had one hell of a past life to command that kind of money. You're damn right I did. I take it you know about my mentor and my greatest rival. Of course I did. The king himself, ain't it? Hell's own old man. Right, and you probably don't know that he's not around anymore. There's a reason for that. I was a dumb little shit when I was younger. My cocky ass got him killed. Damn, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to dig up all that baggage. Well, now you know. Anyway, I'm sure you've got put two together. That coin we're arguing over used to belong to him. After he died, that coin disappeared. I had no idea where it went. At least until yours truly happened upon it. Jack offered 100,000 mirror for that little coin, and at the time I was more than happy to give it to him. Fortunately, another customer beat me to the punch with a 105,000 mirror offer. Poor Jack was just minutes too late. It was really nothing personal. I was just doing as a businessman does and taking the better offer. Oh, give me a break. If you just told me that somebody had put up a counteroffer, I would have put up more money too. That is a little odd that you didn't do that this time. I know just how much you like to ring people for every mirror they're worth. So, who's the money bags who ran off with the coin? Well, if you want to know, you'll have to go straight to the source. As it so happens, the buyer left a note to pass on to Jack. It says quite plainly, if you'd like the coin back, come to Kai Yun. Great. You couldn't just sell the damn coin to them. You had to help them antagonize me too. Thanks, Imai. Every now and again, someone comes out of the woodwork trying to pick a fight with me. Who's got it out for me this time, though? I haven't got a clue. Yeah, I remember that pair of cheers you had to deal with in Langport when we were in town. Sure ain't easy being famous, huh? You heading over there right now, then? I'll take a tag along and see how it goes. Sure, go ahead. I don't mind the company. Oh boy. Huh? What are you doing here? Oh, hello. Why do you think I'm here? Because I'm the one who bought the coin. I figured it was possible I might run into you, and now you're here, I guess. Yep, here I am. Good to see you, Vaughn. I was originally planning on having Mao officiate our little game. But if you're here, I'd be more than happy to have you do it if you don't mind. Sure, I can do that. Bit of a roundabout way to challenge someone to a game, though, don't you think? Yeah, but unless I go to that much trouble, Jack won't take it as seriously as he should. So just to reiterate, Jack, I want to play a game of the poker with you. The winner keeps King's coin. Sounds good to you? I'm game. You're on. You think you have any chance of winning against me? Do you really need to ask, Jack? You're right, my bad. That was dumb. Alright, now that it's settled, I'll have you hold on to the coin, Vaughn. Every round, you'll flip that bad boy to determine who goes first. If it's heads, I go first. Tails, Jack goes first. I feel like I'm being given a big responsibility to win this match. I'll do my best to make you guys proud. I'm sure you do just fine, Vaughn. We appreciate having you. Well, may the best hand win. Let's get down to business. Jack and Hill's game got underway as Vaughn watched the proceedings unfold. After the pair exchanged 100,000 mirror for 10 poker chips, they began to trade blows with each other's hands of cards. Once the match fully heated up, all the remaining chips were put on the line in a dramatic showdown. You really stepped up your game, Hale. I'm impressed. Truth be told, I didn't expect you to even last this long. Save it for when you win, Jack. This game ain't over till it's over. Got that right. Jeez, you two are friggin' nuts. Not too many people in Zamaria can read each other's hands and bluff the way you can. It looks like this next hand's gonna be in the grand finale. Sure seems like it. Keep up the good work, Vaughn. It doesn't matter who goes first. Either way, your fate's already set. Well, here goes nothing. Moment of truth. Which hand should I catch the coin with? Ah, shit. I gotta choose? Right. Right is always the right answer. It's heads. Your move, Hale. Guess I'm after her. Oh, think of pulling that on me, are you? Don't count your chickens before they hatch is all I gotta say. I'll exchange 2 cards. Let's see you walk the walk then. Okay, I'll also exchange 2 cards. And with that, I'll open. Wait, you gotta be shitting me. I'm supposed to be the one with the 4 kings here. What are you talking about? That's my hand, silly. So it is. That's another 4 of a kind. You telling me Hale set all this up? In your own hand? Sure did. King's whole specialty back in the day was taking control of the hand cards, including including his opponent's own hand. You have to have mastered King's technique in order to play like that. I'm genuinely impressed. Ain't nothing to it. Wait. There's still 1 card you haven't opened. What could you possibly still have left? The game should be over. Not if I got a wild card in my hand. Whoa. And that's exactly what I have. A 5 of a kind with jacks. Read them in a week. Sorry, Hale. I win. What the? I'm not sure I follow you guys. So you somehow use Hale's own move against her? More or less, yeah. No way. How? How is that possible? I can wonder all I like, but at the end of the day, they call you Victory Jack for a reason. I lost, and that's all there is to it. So, time for me to pay the piper, I suppose. The coin's all yours, Jack. Here you are, Jack. Good game. Thanks. That was a lot of fun, to say the least. There's one more thing we need to settle before we can head on out. Hale, I'm giving you the coin. You're the one who should hold on to it. Huh? Jack, what are you doing? We agreed that whoever won gets to keep the coin. You earned it. You shouldn't give it back to me. In fact, I want you to have it. There's nobody else that'd rather see it than you. Seriously, take it. It's okay. Oh, I get it now. The whole match was just a setup for her to get the coin to him all along, wasn't it? Sorry, Hale, but I can't let you have your way on this one. If that coin was mine, then it'd be up to me to decide what to do with it. But if you're that determined to hoist the thing on me anyway, then there's only one thing you can do. Play you again. Play you again and win. That's right. That's how these things work in our world. Fine. That's how you're gonna be. You're on. I'll keep improving my skills, and then one of these days I'll beat you when you're playing your absolute hardest. So then you better not lose to anybody else but me, and your ass is grass. Deal? Deal. Man, you won't find another pair of gamblers like these anywhere else in Zamaria. Glad I got to see this little exchange today. That was neat. Oh boy. What the fuck is Yamcha? What the fuck? Yamcha? What is that? Oh god.
またそのうち飲もうぜ。しびれるような勝負でもしながらな。
いいボトルを開ける
What
と
do I
しまし
get?
ょうか。
Woo! Victory
ジャ
dice!
ックはほ
What's
どほど
that?
にね。
What do I have? What is this? That's a nice boost in critical. 40% critical increase. That's actually not bad at all. If you're rocking a crit build, I mean, that'd be fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm not really running a crit build. But I guess I can put on somebody. I guess I could put on Vaughn. He's had this red medal on since the beginning of the game. Here you go, man. You can have that, I guess. Alright. Oops.
行きましょう。はい、行きましょう。
Alright.
はい、ウーラ。
Alright. Okay, I'm pressing the wrong buttons! Well, I got 2 more? Yeah, I got 2 more. Well, Yume is already maxed out. So, I really don't need to do Yume. I guess I'll do these 2. Hello, Nina. What are you doing out here? This is the real me. The one you don't know. The one I don't know. The one I don't want you to know. But I... No, this isn't right. I'm missing something. Hey there. How about taking a break? Mr. Arkwright, what are you doing here? The director sent me. There's an actress I've been working with, with whose work I'd like your opinion on, if that's okay. Ever since I offered her the part, she's been immersed in the role, almost to a scary degree. I was originally going to ask Judith for help here, but it might be a bad idea if I did it, since I'm not involved in the field production at all. I know you're pretty tight-lipped, so I said, why not? So you gonna help? Oh boy. I guess they were both really worried about me. We recently filmed one of the most important scenes in the next film, you see. The director said my final cut was fine, so we were ready to move on. But I'm still not happy with it. I still feel I can do better, so I asked him to let me shoot again or rehearse it some more. And that's why you're here all alone. It sounds like a long monologue. I'm surprised it's giving you so much trouble. I think it's because I've been rehearsing it alone. I meant to look at someone during the actual scene, but it's hard when I don't have anyone. Oh, I know. Would you be willing to act as my partner while I practice? Me? Didn't see that one coming. But I know that even if I said no, you wouldn't lean into it's perfect. But are you sure you want to ask me? I ain't exactly an experienced actor. That's right. That's alright. Just you being here will make a world of difference. Alright, I got the time to spare, so give it your best shot. Just don't go expecting a sack of flour couldn't do better. Huh. With Lana's partner me to continue practicing with the problematic scene over and over. But in the end, she still wasn't able to come up with a take that she was happy with. How about that break? This is your job and all, but you're gonna burn yourself out if you keep at it non-stop. I'm so sorry. It feels like I've just been wasting your time here. I should have known I couldn't handle this like Judith does. What's she got to do with this? You guys are very different kinds of actresses, yeah? People always talk about how I embody the characters I act so naturally. It's like I'm possessed by them. You might be able to put a positive spin on it, but with those words meaning at the end of the day is that my acting has no real soul of its own. That's a bit harsh. But it's the truth. Judith's acting is so full of heart and soul. Every one of her roles is an identity that's uniquely hers. Not to say that she's not doing a good job portraying the role, of course. I don't mean that. She maintains the role's integrity, but she also always puts part of her into it. She takes her to a role in a way that's uniquely hers. That's her greatest appeal as an actress, if you ask me. I see, yeah. But I just can't do that. I don't have her strength of spirit, and I never will, because I'm empty. All I can do is act the role I'm given. That's all I can ever do. She's extremely transparent while acting, so much so you might see her through her and her hollow acting. I remember reading that on a magazine after your debut film there. You have a good memory. You know that just because someone said that doesn't mean it's true, right? If that's how people see you, then that's a talent you can take it in stride. But you can call my acting skills whatever you want, but the truth is I'll never measure up to Judith. And that might be your problem right there. If you really think there's nothing in there, then that's all the more space to start filling in. There's still plenty of time for you to create the identity you think you're lacking. You got a lot of material to take inspiration from. What do you mean? You're well known for not just taking a script and listening to it to a T. You always take it a step further. You wrap yourself in the role and let it become who you are. You think you can act like the characters would. That's not something you just up and forget. Or do their lives and experiences just vanish from your head after you stop playing their role? No, they don't. I remember everything. I remember the warmth of being in Ron's arms as Michelle and Wolf's Requiem. I still remember how reassuring it was to have my friends and companions at my side and Gloria as Sheena Dirk. Yeah, I thought so. You remember all that so clearly. But that's something you can just everyone can do. Not even Judith. Those voices, those feelings are just as much a part of you. You ain't empty. But don't let them overwhelm you either. You gotta listen to what you want too. And I might get shit for saying this, but to hell with the script. I think this should be more important to you. Because it's something that only you can do. I never even considered disregarding my lines. That might actually be a good idea. You mind if I try to see it one more time? Might finally have something. Let's start from the very beginning this time. Yeah, sure. Wait, already? Hey, you dug the grave. Yeah, you gotta roll through it. You need to perform the scene over and over, and Vaughn's still acting as a partner. Every attempt to refine the scene further, Nina could feel the pleasant, satisfying exhaustion wash over her. Eventually,
これが本当の私。あなたが知らない私。あなたにだけは知られたくない私。だけど、私はもう逃げない。私が私であり続けるために。
Cut! No, wait, who you fucking ruined the moment? Mr. Lamb? How long have you all been there? Wait, were you filming this? Don't worry, we were only filming Nina. That was spectacular, Nina. I know I approved of your previous take, but that was significantly better. When did you fucking all get here? You went off script a little, but that doesn't matter when I can feel you and your character so perfectly in your delivery. Thank you, director. Alright, everyone, let's keep this momentum and get back to shooting. Of course. Oh, that's taken care of. Same, it's a relief. Feels like I finally saw a side of myself that I never faced before. Thank you so much for your help. Oh, she's got her spark. She doesn't give her enough credit. She's a good actress. Glass fountain pen? Ooh. What is that? What kind of juicy stat boost does that give me? 1000 HP, 100 EP. That's actually not too bad, actually. That'd be kind of great for, oh my... I can't give it to Fairy because that would take up those. I guess I could give it to you because you're the one that's really lacking HP compared to everybody else. It's not so much lacking because you're kind of close to Agnes in that regards. Agnes already has a lot of HP, and plus she has that one thing that has a chance to recover an EP. I'll give it to you. Alright, there you go, man. You deserve it. Alright. I got one more to do. I'll also do Ren, because Yume is already maxed out. No point doing Yume's. Vaughn's group decided to take a short break. Why am I reading that? Oh, what are you gonna give me? Springing request addressed towards both you and I. Something stinks real bad about this one, but I don't think it's just a prank either. Thoughts? I can handle myself if you'd like. That's fine, I'll lend you a hand. We got quite a few shared acquaintances after all. It's worth looking into. So, what is the request about? Retrieval. It says it's been smuggled into the city via the underground. We're supposed to go get it. The route there is pretty convoluted and it looks like the shit's been encrypted over and over a few times. Not gonna lie, this might be a little bit out of my depth. Lucky for you that I'm here. We both are perfectly suited for this matter, so let's cooperate and get to the bottom of this. Oh boy. Alright. Eventually the trial led them to the attaché case. This must be what we're looking for. That was some tricky shit to figure out. It definitely didn't cut us any slack. I'll say, we had to follow the thinnest threads that we could find just to get here. Had we not teamed up, this whole search would probably be dead in the water. You must have trusted us to find it in the end, though, if it was here after all. Well, let's crack it open and see what's inside. What we got? What? Writing utensils and painting supplies? What the hell is this stuff for? There's nothing weird about any of them, just normal-ass pencils. I don't get it. Oh, it looks like we also got these letters here. They're addressed to the both of us. No sender listed, but I can only think of one. Right. Grandpa George, beyond a doubt. Dear Ren, I realize I'm more than 6 months late. Before I say anything else, I want to congratulate you on your acceptance to Aramis. Wait, is George the guy? Is George the one that is he that doll maker from Crossbell? Time really does fly fast, doesn't it? Feels like it was only yesterday you enrolled at Genis. You've always had that impeccable talent and appetite for learning, from your studies to your papers and everything else everywhere in between. You may have felt that at first that there was no point in return to ordinary schooling, that it was a waste of time for a mind of your caliber. But there are some things you can only learn and experience in those common places. I suspect you've come to realize that yourself. Now that you have a place in this world to call your own, it's good to see you spread your wings and spend some time away from your friends and family. Although I only looked after you for a short period, I pray that you find happiness wherever your travels take you. Sincerely, Grandpa George. P.S. Thank you for taking care of those kids and tidying up the workshop during your visit a year and a half ago. I greatly appreciate it. It is the guy. It is the doll maker. I didn't know what to get you to celebrate your admission, so I simply picked some safe bets for a student your age. If you have no use for them, feel free to throw them out. I'll hardly be hurt. Oh, don't be like that, Grandpa. I can never throw these things away. Still as he ever was, awkward and clumsy outside of his doll making. I want to have it any other way. Alright, let's see what he's got to say to me next. Mr. Von Arkwright, it goes out saying that you and I have done much for each other over the years. I won't dwell on that ancient history. But if I can offer you one piece of advice to you, do not avert your eyes from the spirit you have within. Beyond that, please continue to guide and protect my granddaughter. I trust that you're looking out for her while she's in your periphery. Did you really have to write that last part? I'm not used to seeing him being so protective. Hard to blame the guy. He ain't seen you in years. Kind of a little slack. He's not just you. He's been nosy with. Anyway. What do you mean by your spirit within, though? That's an intriguing line. Beats me. No idea what he was talking about, but that's par for the course of him. I mean, you know how he is. Guy just sees everything differently. One hell of a grandpa you got there, you know that? People say his dolls are beyond lifelike. They even have their own hearts and souls. Maybe that fire lets me take a look inside of the people's hearts a little insane. He could be onto something. It won't hurt to keep what he wrote to you and not mind whatever it turns out to me. Turns out to mean. Maybe, yeah. So, where's that old fart anyway? Any idea where he is or what he's up to these days? I have no idea. I guess it's as good as mine. He may very well have slipped back into his workshop in Crossbell by now. Or perhaps he's abandoned it and set up shop somewhere else entirely. It's so hard to tell with him. My master was like that too. Maybe being all cryptic and shit's just part getting old. Maybe so. Not that I've heard from him at least. Thanks for bringing me along, Vaughn. I'll have to return the favor one of these days. Hey, take it down a notch. You play with fire, you might get burned. Oh, you think I'm just some little girl, do you? I'll be all grown up before you know it. In many ways, I already am. At least enough for me to reach out and lend you a hand when you need it most. Just like you did me all those years ago. Sheesh, the old man's right. The girl's growing up fast. Too fast, if you ask me. Sure, I'll ring up if I really need a hand. Oh boy. Ran back to her dormitory and left the attaché case in her care. With that, the two went their separate ways. Do I get anything for this? No, just shitty stat boosts. Alright, I think that's the last one we can do, right? Yeah, that's the last one. Alright, let's send these away. Nice! Take all your stuff. Kind of pointless because she's already maxed out. Alright. Anything else in here? No. Alright, we're at 48 minutes. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, we will head off to the Tyrell. Let's see what we gotta do around there, and we'll see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Later.